Today, we'll look into how Empower can help you enhance laboratory efficiency through automation with Empower Custom Fields. This is the typical analytical laboratory workflow for assay calculations. First, the analyst will run the samples, then process the data with Empower. However, further calculations are frequently done in Excel. This involves printing the report, followed by manual entry into Excel for calculations. If calculation fails, there will be an out of specification investigation. And if calculations pass, the batch will be released. With custom fields, the analysts can streamline their workflow to this. Instead of printing the report and manual entry into Excel for calculations, Empower will process the data and evaluate the calculations. Subsequently, Empower will be able to conclude that calculations fail, requiring an out of specifications investigation, or calculations pass, allowing for batch release. So let's look at what is custom fields and how we can make this work. So what are custom fields? Custom fields are user-defined fields. These user-defined fields are identical to predefined fields and can be used fully in all operations in Empower. There are two main types of custom fields, namely descriptors and calculations. Descriptors allow users to retrieve and store data, track data entry, and report data. Calculations, on the other hand, allow users to minimize manual transcription and perform automated calculations. On top of that, it is also able to track calculations, log calculation formulas, and report calculated custom fields. Now, let's look into how custom fields can help us streamline our workflow. In a soft drink beverages company, they are interested to find out how much aspartame is there in the soft drink. What is the deviation of the amount of aspartame from its target amount? And is that deviation within target specifications? First, they set up a custom field to input the target amount of aspartame expected in the drink. Here, we call this custom field target amount. Next, to determine the deviation between the measured and target amount, we have a second custom field, percent difference. Finally, to determine whether the deviation is within target specifications, we create a third custom field, aspartame percent difference. This allows us to compare the percent difference against the maximum acceptable specifications to give a pass-fail outcome. Upon processing, all custom field calculations are automatically calculated. Here, we can see the predefined field amount is automatically calculated by Empower. Target amount for aspartame, which is 85, was entered into Empower. Next, we can see that the percent difference is automatically calculated. Since the maximum acceptable specifications for aspartame is 15%, soft drink sample A is determined to have failed, while the rest of the soft drink samples is determined to have passed. That was just for aspartame. What if I have different specifications for different analytes. Here, I have an example of A-sulfame K and aspartame with different target amounts. Here, we only need one field to calculate the percent difference for both A-sulfame K and aspartame. This is because, with the use of generic peak names and constants, custom fields in Empower can become highly flexible. Here, we only need one field to give us the decision for both A-sulfame K and aspartame, even though they have different maximum acceptable specifications. To allow for a fast batch release decision, Boolean calculation can allow Empower to generate a decision based on multiple outcomes. Here, we have one field to consolidate batch release decisions based on the outcome of both A-sulfame K and aspartame. Both would have to pass before the batch can be released. Hence, sample B is indicated as out of specifications. In sample C, both A-sulfame K and aspartame pass their respective thresholds, and hence this batch can be released. In conclusion, custom fields allow for automated calculation, eliminating transcription errors, and increasing lab efficiency. Quick decisions can also be made based on multiple outcomes. Custom fields can also be used for data recording, allowing users to search and sort for data during audits. Finally, it can ensure the traceability of results as each generated calculation is recorded.